Good morning, Unity North. Reverend Richard here, and it's my pleasure and my honor to welcome you into this moment in time. For those of you who were here last week, you noticed you got your choice. The one they didn't choose, the band did it this week. It's all about choice today, and we're making a choice as a community and as a family to walk each other home. Walk each other home to the awareness of our oneness with all creation, our oneness with each other, and that love is the only power at work here. So welcome to that as the foundation of the house that we're going to build today. Our opening song, it's one that we haven't done for quite a while, but it's Everyone is Walking Home. So I invite you to take the lyrics that are going to come up on your screen there and just allow yourself to be fully present to the energy of moving home that we're all in together, hand to hand, heart to heart. Everyone is walking home. We walk the path of love and a path of grace. We walk the path of service and a path of faith. We walk the path of spirit, the path of Mother Earth. We walk the path of peace now and a path of rebirth. As we walk all these paths, we know we're not walking alone. With everybody in every place now, everyone is walking home. 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 Now everybody is walking on a path to God. The mysteries unmasked now. There's God in everyone. We see beyond all fear now. Every light of the sun. All the veils are lifted. We know that we are one. As we walk all these paths, we know we're not walking alone. With everybody in every place now, everyone is walking home. Everyone is walking home. Everyone is walking home. Come on. Everyone is walking home. Everyone is walking home. One of the things I love about that song is the last word, home. Sounds a lot like Om. Everyone is walking to Om. To the awareness that our spiritual nature and our human nature are absolutely in a state of oneness. To get us on that journey of oneness of both the earthly journey and the spiritual ascension of our being at its highest and best, Avril is going to take us into a moment of prayer. Please join her in consciousness and in heart.
Good morning, Unity North. I invite you at this time to take a deep breath, and as you exhale, close your outer eyes. Feel yourself more deeply settling into the beauty that is this now moment. Feel as you're breathing in and out your connection to everyone in this room, watching on a screen, either live or in the future, and spiraling outward to the planet. We are engulfed, enmeshed in a web of love. Each heart emanating and radiating this moment of connection, communion, one-mindedness. For this time to be with one another and to remember our highest high, our greatest good, we say, Amen, Amen, Amen.
Thank you, Avril. Remembering our greatest good. and how we got to that greatest good. You know, we're going to talk about partnership today, a little bit about yin and yang. But I want to first just welcome anybody who's tuning in today. We're glad that you are joining us here this morning. And whether you have been here for the last 20 years or you're finding our stream for the very first time, we want to welcome you into this heart space, into this moment. Here at Unity North, we teach and know the truth that there are many paths to the one God. We celebrate the good of all those paths and all of the steps that everyone has taken centuries back and in this moment. And so we unite with people worshiping in temples and synagogues and mosques and stone circles or simply at home in front of a computer. That is your church. That is your spiritual center for the day. And we're glad to get to unite with you in this moment of peace, of celebrating this moment. And so we're going to go ahead and get going, but as Tommy Lavender makes her way up here today, we only have one quick announcement, and that is we're all just walking each other home, and Unity North is a home. And you have the opportunity to, every year we up our membership. We put an email out there, and we verify that you're still involved and interested in being a member. And so I'm going to invite you to go to the website, to look at the email, to go to Facebook, and it takes but just a few seconds to say, yes, I'm still in, I still want to be on the rolls, I still want to receive all of the mailings to let us know what's going on around this beautiful place. And that's pretty much it. Make sure that you go on very quickly because our annual meeting is coming up just around the corner, and we have 6 fantastic candidates that have applied to be on our board of directors. Your voice and your vote matters in who represents you on our board of directors. Okay, that's going to happen a little bit later. Let's just be right now living in the moment where God exists, the moment where love exists, the moment where all dreams and visions spring forth and become reality. Tommy Lavender is going to help us live in the moment.
Thank you, Richard. If this is life in one act, why do we lay all these traps? We put them right in our path when we just want to be free. I will not waste my days making up all kinds of ways to worry about all the things that will not happen to me. So I just let go of what I know I don't know, and I know I'll only do this by living in the moment, living my life easy and breezy, with peace in my mind, with peace in my heart, with peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home, living in the moment. I'm letting myself off the hook for things I've done. I let my past go past, and now I'm having more fun. I'm letting go of thoughts that do not make me strong, and I believe this way can be the same for everyone. And if I fall asleep, I know you'll be the one who will always remind me to live in the moment, to live my life easy and breezy, with peace in my mind, with peace in my heart, with peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I can't walk through life facing backwards. I have tried more than once to just make sure. And I will deny the future I've been searching for, but turn around and hurt no more. Living in the moment, living my life easy and breezy, with peace in my mind, with peace in my heart, with peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I'm living in the moment, living my life, living it easy. Peace in my mind, got peace
Living in the moment. Thank you, Tommy. Beautiful. Thank you, band. Music has a tendency to put us right into the moment. And the peace that we seek, the peace that we are created in and after, exists in that now moment. And so I'm going to invite you into living into this moment fully and completely. The world is hungry and looking for a lot of things right now, but all those good things that we desire, all the things that we want, they only exist in the now moment. And ours is to be the one who brings that energy to the moment, not waiting around for somebody else to do it, not waiting around for somebody else to be the change that we want to see, but it's allowing ourselves to be so fully present to the peace that we are, in our heart, in our mind, in our lives, that we are changing and transforming the moment as we change and transform our own life. Last month, we started the month, and we started the whole year, 2021, with a challenge, with an exciting and empowering challenge to fly like an eagle. That was very intentional. 2020 had its challenges. We still have challenges in 2021. But we went after the new year with saying that we can ascend to the reality of all our dreams made manifest, of all the visions of our heart, to go for it, to not hold back, but to be fully present to the miracle that you are and ascend to the heights, soar like an eagle. And that's important to life, but it's only half the equation of life becoming manifest. Yes, you have dreams and visions, and go for them with all you are, giving yourselves over to ever-expanding realities. In February, you want to begin the month with the partner to that sort of go-for-it, gusto kind of energy. February is affectionately known as the month of love, and more powerfully known as Black History Month. You see, during this time, as we celebrate both Valentine's Day and the accomplishments, the work, the diligence of African American, Black faces in America, it's important that we recognize that partner. There's a partner to flying like an eagle, sort of a yin and a yang, and that is to walk the earth like a monk, peaceful. Every step I take is peaceful. Every beat of my heart is an opportunity to return to peace. Every thought that I hold and every feeling I invite into my heart is an opportunity in the moment to be the presence of peace. Peace. You see, there's a partner to flying, and that is grounding. There's a partner to the sky, and that is the earth. There's a partner to going for it, and it is being the peaceful, centered presence of God as you walk the earth and you take those steps. Certainly, as we look at the history of Black Americans, the visions for flying that looked like a cry for justice and creativity and equality, ingenuity, they had things to bring. Black Americans that have been forgotten by history books, that are not being taught in our schools, did so many things. They had visions and dreams that they wanted to offer the world, that they wanted to offer their people, that they wanted to offer the United States of America. And that was an important part. They were flying like eagles even when nobody paid attention. There's a partner to that. Today I want to celebrate those who patiently and very purposefully walked the earth and did whatever it took to bring those visions to reality. During the month of February, we're going to celebrate Black History Month. Little bits here and there. But there is a partner to flying like an eagle. It is walking like a monk. I want to honor this February those that use their talents and their skills and their bodies to grab the ideas, the potential, the possibility, and made them physical realities one step at a time, one peaceful, one mindful, one aware and conscious step at a time, even when the nation was not paying attention. In fact, even worse than that, even when the nation was not supportive. Yes, fly like an eagle, but walk like a monk. Yin and yang, both necessary. Dr. Martin Luther King, instrumental in the civil rights movement, after he met the Vietnamese monk Thich Nhat Hanh, he had this to say when he nominated him for a 1967 Nobel Peace Prize. I do not personally know of anyone more worthy of this prize than this gentle man from Vietnam. You know, Dr. Martin Luther King recognized something special and unique and powerful in this very simple, quiet, peaceful monk. and he nominated him for a Peace Prize. But beyond that, the greatest honor that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. paid Thich Nhat Hanh was to bring the principles that he noticed Thich Nhat Hanh was bringing to the earth and to implement them into his life. He did the same for Gandhi, Satyagraha. Absolutely, he brought the principles that he noticed in these monks into not only his ministry, but he brought it into the civil rights movement and what he stood for as a grounded person wanting to fly, as a grounded voice for the African American population that wanted to fly and was being suppressed and pushed down. So we're going to talk about Thich Nhat Hanh just a little bit today as a partner to Dr. Martin Luther King. Brothers, sacred soul connection that cannot be broken because they instructed each other. The peace activist, Thich Nhat Hanh, founder of the Plum Village tradition, and frankly, I think single-handedly brought Buddhism to the Western mind, instrumental to bringing Buddhism to the United States and certainly to the civil rights movement. This is what he has to say that's vitally important. Go ahead, wherever you are, read it with me. The true miracle is not walking on water or walking in air, but simply walking on this earth. Thich Nhat Hanh knew that partnership. If dreams are to be, if realities are to be born, if manifestations are to be evolving and coming to the earth, we must walk the earth very mindfully with every step that we take. We must be present to who we are, what we are about, our purpose on the earth, and what we are bringing into the world through the act of service. Now, I'll be honest, I'm sure there's not going to be any question here. I'm not ever going to be a Buddhist monk. The amount of work and effort it takes to be a Buddhist monk, I don't think I have it within me. And I probably never will be one. However, I believe that great inspiration can be found in the way that monks live their lives. Beyond the beautiful art that they do when they come, beyond the chanting, the beautiful chanting that they do when they come to Unity North, is a look at the way of life that is something that I believe the world could learn from right now. I certainly learn from that as I read Thich Nhat Hanh's books, and I notice the methodical and mindful way that Buddhist monks live their life. The simplicity of their existence, the concentration and mindfulness of every activity, and the calm and the peace that they find in everyday moments. Everyday moments that maybe the Western mind says, I'm bored. They find peace. Everyday moments that the Western mind says, well, this is mundane. They find a sense of peace because they know that walking the earth is a partner to flying like an eagle. I want to hear more God. I want to feel more God. I want to know more God. I want to know the infinite. Then I must simply walk the earth as a human being. You know, a lot of people in the New Thought movement are going around espousing the truth. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. But that is a circle that must be lived on both sides. I'm also a human being. I am a human being, not in form, not on earth by accident. I'm here to not only live a spiritual experience, but to bring a spiritual experience onto my walk as an earthling, as a human being. Most of us don't want to be a monk. Dr. Martin Luther King did not want to be a monk. He was a Christian minister, a passionate Christian minister, who absolutely noticed the attributes of the monks and infused them into his work as a civil rights leader and infused it into his work as a minister. I certainly can emulate Dr. King and the way that he, contrary to what many people said, he lived as the Christ. Oh, you got to fight. You got to push harder. You got to work harder. You got to do more. And he said, let me do what I do with mindfulness, just like Thich Nhat Hanh and all of the Buddhist path. Let me do what I am doing. Let me do what is mine to do, but let me do it with a heart that is centered and focused and intentional and purposeful on what is mine to do. Now, I don't know about you, but I certainly, especially during this time of quarantine, I could use a lot more concentration. I could use a lot more tranquility as I watch the news, or I pay attention to what's going on politically, what's going on even religiously with the divides that are happening. As I pay attention to what's happening in our world and in our nation, I could use a lot more mindfulness. I could use a lot more peace. For hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, monks have devoted their lives to being present to everything. and nothing all at the same time. Simply present to what was, where it was, who they were with in the moment. Dr. King did exactly the same. Both are a great example for us. And whether we ever reach the ideal of being like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. or Thich Nhat Hanh, probably not going to happen. Hanh simplified the idea of how to walk the simple path, the simple way, the middle way. And he said this: smile, breathe, and go slowly. Say that with me. Smile, breathe, and go slowly. Let's slow it down even a little more. Smile, breathe, and go slowly. Just saying those words more slowly, I come to a more peaceful place. It's a very simple teaching, very non-complicated, very attainable reality. What would life be like if we made a commitment to every day, for one time, one moment a day, we stopped, set a tone or a bell on our phone? Now I will smile. Now I will breathe. And now I slow down my life. Not very difficult to do. Is there a place where we land somewhere on that spectrum between being Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., being Thich Nhat Hanh, and devoting everything we are to the cause, and simply once a day smiling and breathing and going slowly? There might be a little more that we can do than that, even if we don't attain this. Somewhere in the middle is the way that we serve the world. You know, a lot of us are walking around the face of the planet saying, how can I be served? What can I get? What is mine? What is mine to have? Where is my good? Could it be that by simply smiling twice a day, breathing, well, you're certainly breathing, but doing it consciously, every breath you take, and going slowly, that somewhere in that spectrum is the opportunity to change the world, to serve the world by simply slowing down. You know, I like to end my memorial services with reminding myself and those gathered that there are only two belief systems in the Buddhist movement that around when we die and when we ascend from this plane of existence. And those two questions that you're going to be asked is, did you live fully? Did you live fully? And did you love wastefully? Think about that. With what's going on in the world today, in the nation, what's going on in our individual lives, we've kind of been forced into a monk-like existence. We've been forced to stay away from each other and maybe slow down a little bit. Are we asking ourselves the question every morning when we get up and every night when we go to bed, did I live fully today? Oh, not based upon what's out here, but based upon what's in here. And did I love wastefully today? With all of the opinions and speculations and judgments and whatever it might be, all the thoughts of the human race today, what if we were to simply ask ourselves those questions no matter what we were doing, before each action, before each word came out of our mouth, before I allowed access to my brain, any thought, or access to my heart, any feeling? Am I about to live fully? And am I about to love wastefully? There's a partner to becoming. It's being. There is a partner to soaring and living those dreams. It is walking the earth awake. The Buddha was once asked, are you a savior? No. He was asked, well, are you a great prophet and a sage? Are you God? No. Then what are you? I am awake. I smile. I breathe. I go slowly. And I ask myself the question, what I'm about to do, is it about living fully and loving wastefully? If not, why would I do it? I'm going to offer you a poem by Thich Nhat Hanh that speaks about this. I'm going to go very slow, very deliberately slow on this poem. Sometimes I talk really fast and really loud. I think as the month of February it begins to unfold that there needs to be a silence. There needs to be a stillness. There needs to be a moving away of all the clutter in life and to just simply be present. Here's his poem. Take my hand, and we will walk. We will only walk. And we will enjoy our walk without thinking of arriving anywhere. Walk peacefully. Walk happily. Our walk is a peace walk. Our walk is a happiness walk. And then we learn there is no peace walk. Peace is the walk. And we learn that there is no happiness walk. Happiness is the walk. We walk for ourselves. We walk for everyone. Always hand in hand. Walk and touch peace every moment. Walk and touch happiness every moment. Each step brings a fresh breeze. Each step makes a flower bloom under our feet. Kiss the earth with your feet. Print on earth your love and happiness. Earth will be safe when we feel in us enough safety. This simple writing, as I read it a number of times this week, reminded me of the marches of Black Americans who walked hand in hand towards peace. But what's more important is they walked hand in hand as peace. Not towards something, not a destination. They'd already arrived in the place because they were living as the living, breathing temple of peace itself. And the civil rights movement flourished because of that fact. Beyond all the doing, beyond all the ascension, beyond all the visions, beyond all the dreams which were necessary. They had to know where they were going, but they had to let it live inside themselves in such a way that it was already realized. Peace was already realized within. With each breath that they took, this will be a non-combative, non-resistant, satyagraha moment as I walk and kiss the earth where I am today. I want to offer a few things that I have noticed in watching the lives of monks and the lives of those that seem to be smiling a lot more than me these days. As I watch the lives of those who seem to be breathing a lot more and going a lot more slowly than I am, I want to offer 7 points that monks can teach us. 7 ideas that we can emulate just like Dr. King did in his work as a minister, in his work as a civil rights leader. I want to emulate those who walk the earth as if they are kissing the earth with their feet, as if they are kissing the world with their presence. I want to hold hands with these great examples. So here are 7 things that I'm asking each and every one of you to put into your life with what is up in your world, what's up in the world, to see if maybe this is the remedy to getting back to who we are meant to be. Number 1, monks, they do one thing at a time. Not 100, one thing. When they are eating, they are eating. When they are reading, they are reading. When they are listening, they are listening. When they are playing, and that's all they do. I don't know about you, but I have gotten really gifted with my Western mindset, my American mindset. The more I do, the more valuable I am. I can spin more plates than anybody on the planet I have ever met. Boy, am I good at it. And are there consequences? Absolutely. Physical consequences, mental consequences, life consequences. And the reality is, if I'm spinning 100 plates, some of them are falling and crashing. things that are important are crashing to the ground. I want to be like civil rights leaders who made the main thing, equality, justice, a voice to be heard, my creativity to be heard. The Black History Month is about recognizing those that were kicked to the side of the history books, but they kept doing what theirs was to do and not giving up hope. This week, I'm asking each of you to commit to whatever you're doing, make it the only thing you are doing. And notice your mind as it wanders to 1,000 different places. When you're eating this week a meal, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about the food, or are you thinking about the 10 next things you're going to do? Very important to finding peace in the now. Number 2, as the monks are doing that one thing, they do it slowly, with a smile on their face. Maybe it's drudgery. It may be cleaning a floor. It may be washing the dishes. Does anybody really enjoy that? No, I'm doing one thing, and I'm going to do it slowly, methodically, completely, and deliberately. There's no rush. There's no stress. There's no panic. Here's what I notice about drama, or about monks, is there are no drama zones. They don't have drama in their life because they don't allow drama into their life. And right now, the Western mind is, we're pointing fingers all around at all the drama that's happening on, and we're not taking any responsibility. Could it be that our only job is to be a no-drama zone, to be monk-like, to do what is mine to do every morning as I get up and my feet hit the floor? This is mine to do, and I'm going to do it methodically, completely, slowly, deliberately, with a smile on my face. Fully, I am living fully that which is mine, not the 10,000 other things. In order to accomplish this, number 3, monks have to do less. They have to do less. They simplify their lives by uncrowding their lives. They simplify their lives by decluttering their lives. And when we're talking about lives, we're not just talking about what's out here. Yes, that's part of the process, but it is about cleaning out the inside of my head. In between my head is a lot of junk that does not belong. In between my ears is a lot of stuff that is not necessary to being the light of the world. That is not necessary to kissing the earth. Kissing the earth with my hands, kissing the earth with my presence means I have to do less so I can be more mindful. And I think if there's one problem, or one opportunity, is a better word for the United States of America, is we need to do less and do it with more excellence. We need to do less and do it with more mindfulness. We need to do less and do it with more peace. I've got to empty out the inside of my head and do a little bit of cleaning. Get rid of the cobwebs, get rid of the clutter. And when I get rid of the clutter here magically disappears. It's no longer necessary. It can be released with ease and peace and grace. And when I create that kind of space, number 4, and Dr. Martin Luther King did this. Yes, he was powerful. He was a powerful eagle ascending to the heights, and could speak and preach like nobody's business. But he was in it for one purpose. He did less. I'm there to serve my people. But it wasn't just his people. He was there to serve humanity. He was there to serve the nation, knowing that that equality was absolutely necessary for the United States to become all it could be. That there was more for people who looked like me when everybody was treated the same. His mindset was about serving humanity for the long haul. And though he died at a very young age, was murdered at a very young age, he served humanity. And we still, to this day, celebrate his legacy. We still, to this day, serve his ability to integrate Gandhi's principles, to integrate the peaceful principles of Thich Nhat Hanh, and they integrate his in a great tapestry of oneness that had nothing to do with race and everything to do with serving what we were called to do for the human race. You know, I think that as I examine the mindset of New Thought, the New Thought movement, we're really good at telling people for the very first time, you're a perfect child of God. You're amazing. And you got to put the oxygen mask on yourself first. And that's vitally important. You're of no good to the world if you're not taking care of yourself. But I think in New Thought, sometimes we forget that the oxygen mask is firmly placed on our own mouth, it is time then to serve others. It is time to get busy paying it forward. It is time to understand that we are not here just to take care of ourselves. We are here to take care of the whole. And as I take care of the whole, I take care of myself. The water is raised in the harbor for all. I am here to be a conduit for service for God, to serve humanity, not just for my ego's need to feel happy and to feel joyous. No, we are hand in hand, as the poem said, and we are walking a happiness walk, as peace, as a means of serving everyone, not just ourselves. And since I'm kind of on the bashing New Thought a little bit, monks, as I notice them, and one thing I noticed about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as well, he was a sponge. Thich Nhat Hanh is a sponge. Brilliant men, brilliant thinkers who know more than I will ever understand. Yet monks have a thirst and a hunger to learn. They're more concerned about learning more than they are about letting the world know how much they know. And I think there's a lot of teachers on the planet that are full of great wisdom and insight that are all about, here's what I know. I need to bless the world with what I know, and that's an important part. But again, a yin and a yang is here. Yes, you have flown like an eagle, but bring that wisdom and that knowledge down to earth in such way to realize that there's still more to learn. Anybody who says they've got a corner on the market of truth, a corner on the market of God, and that there's no more to learn is a dead sea. Monks are more concerned with forever expanding their knowledge, forever expanding their consciousness, forever becoming more of what God would have them be. Ego will always claim how much we know. Be mindful and listen to what's coming out of your mouth. Your heart will continually thirst for knowledge, knowing it does not know. And then number 6, non-attachment. Non-attachment, a really hard one for me. I live sometimes in the energy of this is the way things are supposed to be. I've done all this work. I'm going for my dream. Why is it not showing up the way it's supposed to show up so that I can soar to the clouds? Monks let go of control and go with the flow. That's a little rhyme I've been saying all week for myself. Let go of control and go with the flow. Hard to do when you like to control things. Hard to do when you like things to show up the way you think they should be. But when you do that, when you practice that, stillness takes the place of desire. Monks, Thich Nhat Hanh, Dr. Martin Luther King, and the greatest minds in the civil rights movement had a great and deep prayer life that was equally as powerful as their speeches. They had a prayer life that was equally as powerful as the wisdom that they brought to the planet, was the ability to go within, to pray, to know, and to be still. That replaced the desire and the attachment to the way it was supposed to be. As I look at Dr. Martin Luther King, the guy would have given up. If he was attached to the way it was supposed to go, if he had been attached to the way the world was supposed to show up, the way white America was supposed to show up, he would have died from exhaustion. But he was not attached. He simply went with the flow. And like a great flow of a river, it will get around the stones. It will get around the rocks. It will not spend time beating its head against the rock. It will make its way to the ocean of truth on the other side. This is a very monk-like, a very Taoist-like principle that he applied to his work, his necessary work, and that Thich Nhat Hanh lived. So stillness takes the place of desire. Love will always take the place of rigidity. Presence will always take the place of need. And choice will take the place of resistance. You see, in order for the river to get to the ocean, I have to make a choice. And when I make a choice consciously, that means I'm putting the power back into my court. I'm putting the power back into my hands, into my mind, into my heart, not giving it away to anybody or anything outside of me. You see, monks, no matter what they are doing or what is happening, no matter who they are with or how those people are behaving, they don't shift and change. They make a choice as to who they are going to be. I always am at the place of choice. No matter what's going on in your life, you are always at the place of choice. Dr. King knew this. He could be sitting on the steps of the Capitol, or he could be sitting in a Birmingham jail, but he knew, I have a choice in this moment. Monks choose to go here or to go here. I choose this or I choose that. Power back here, not out here. And when I make the choice, then I take the step and I arrive. I have arrived. And then there I kiss the ground. There I allow flowers to grow beneath my feet. There I allow my presence to kiss whoever happens to be in my field. And then I make another choice. Now, sometimes we complain because our choices aren't so good. And I don't like this choice and I don't like this choice. But I get to say, I choose. Not you choosing for me, not life choosing for me, knowing that each choice and each opportunity to kiss the ground with my presence and my spirit and my heart means that I am getting somewhere where peace will always be. You see, peace is now not a destination. Peace is a way of life. I choose peace. I have arrived. And I extend my hands because that walk is hand to hand. There is no private good. There is no private peace. There is no private celebration. I'm celebrating peace, and you're either participating by your choices or you're not. A lot of us have given power away. I have arrived. Say that with me. I have arrived. Take that dream, take that vision, take that idea of you soaring to the heavens like an eagle, and to know as you walk the earth step by step, moment by moment, choice by choice, you're already soaring like an eagle because you were choosing to walk the earth like a monk. Because you were choosing to walk the earth as the living, breathing vibration of peace itself. Because in that moment when you arrive and that flower begins to grow beneath your feet, it's sacred ground because you have made it sacred ground. It is a sacred place of peace because you have made it a sacred place of peace and chosen to live fully right where you are, to love wastefully right where you are. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when something else happens. I choose love. I choose peace right where I am. And I don't know about you, but when I'm able to do that, I'm smiling a lot more. And I find that I'm breathing a heck of a lot more. And that fast roller coaster pace of a life that I was living yesterday suddenly has slowed down. And it's a weird thing. I actually get more done because I've only got one plate to spin, not 500. And no plates are breaking. One plate. This is why I'm here. I'm doing it slowly. I'm doing it mindfully. I'm doing it purposefully. I'm doing less and more is getting done. And guess what? In that, people are being served. As a minister, they're being served to a greater degree. I'm going to invite the band to come up here right now. I'm going to invite you to just take a breath with me. Take a breath and smile with me for just a moment here. Can our lives and everything we're doing in our lives print, as the poem says, love and happiness on the earth? Can I fly like an eagle and walk like a monk and be fully present to life? Wherever I happen to be, I have arrived. Peace is the walk. Happiness is the walk. I invite you to take these words into a time of meditation. As Jeannie signs them with me, I am present to life. And as I am, I know God. I know the heart of Dr. Martin Luther King and all the great heroes that have been kicked aside through history that made the one thing, the most important thing, the most important thing. I live in the sandals of Thich Nhat Hanh and every monk at Plum Village. And I am changing the planet one step at a time. Take a deep breath and let us sing this song. I am present to life. I am present to life. I am present to all that is. Do it with a smile on your face. I am present to life. I am present to life. I am present to all that is. And as I am, I know God. And as I am, I know God. From the beginning, I am present to life. I am present to life. I am present to all that is. I am present to life. I am present to life. I am present to all that is. And as I am, I know God. And as I am, I know God. As I am, I know peace. And as I am, I know peace. And as I am, I know peace.
At this time, if you're not already doing it, I invite you to sit tall and well. Like a monk, extend your spine and ground your feet. Let them kiss the earth. In this now moment, do this one thing. Be aware of your body. Do this one thing. Be aware of your body from the soles of your feet to the top of your head. Have a sense of being embodied. You are the one wearing this. Feel your three-dimensionality. And then we transition, letting the body remain in this place of stillness, of effortlessness, of non-attachment. Let your attention move to your breath. And now do this one thing. Be fully aware of your breath. Breathe slowly, deliberately. As you exhale, gently draw your upper abdomen right below your breastbone. Draw it in towards your spine. And as you inhale, let this space go. Exhaling, deliberately drawing in. Inhaling, the abdomen naturally recoiling. Not distending, just letting go. Slow, smooth, seamless breaths like liquid. One breath dissolving into the next. Do this one thing fully. Be fully aware of your breath. And then we allow the breath to come and go deliberately, like silk. And we do this one new thing. As you exhale, let your attention move down your spine, from the top of your head to the base. And as you inhale, let your attention glide from the base of the spine to the top of the head. Spinal breathing. Mind wants to push and pull. It wants to analyze, am I doing this right? Maybe it's getting bored. Maybe it's anticipating, will you go after the practice? Notice this. Notice it with a gentle non-attachment. This is what mind does. And you make a choice to bring it back, exhaling down and inhaling up. What sensations do you feel as the breath glides down and up the spine? And now that your attention has become more one-pointed, let it settle in the heart, deep in the center of your chest. And in that space, focus on the feeling of the breath as if it were entering and exiting right into the deepest core of your being. Then, whatever arises in your mind, pleasant or unpleasant, future planning, past remembering, notice it again with that non-attachment and stay anchored on that feeling in the center of the chest. Choose this experience. Choose to stay anchored in this moment and not to be pulled by the fray. For the next few moments, remain in that space, in the center, in the eye of the storm, where silence lives. Observe this silence that is one and the same as the center of consciousness. Reflect on the relative quietness of the mind at this time. Be aware of the smoothness of your breath. Feel the stillness of your body. Bring back the silence. And as the Buddhists say, the merit that you've acquired, bring it back to serve the world as you gently open your eyes.
This week, let us choose to smile more. Let us choose to breathe more. Let us choose to go more slowly. Let us choose to live fully. And let us choose to love wastefully. And in doing so, we become the light that we have been seeking. We become the light that has always been there. We become the light that had been forgotten. And all the power comes home, hand in hand, and flowers begin to grow beneath our feet, and in the radiance of the light that we are. Say after me, I am light.
I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I
Absolutely beautiful. And wonderful meditation, Averill, as well. There's some important lyrics there. I am divinity defined. You are divinity defined. You are God on the inside. And so on this Black History Month, a month of love, let us recognize in the people whose accomplishments were put on a shelf and forgotten. Let us put a light and be the light on those that were marginalized and set aside and not recognized for the way that they have so beautifully flown like eagles and impacted the entire United States of the America, that we get to live the way we get to live by their inventions, by their art, by their poetry, by the light that they are. We behold you as a divinity that you are. Every service is going to be having, for the month of February, a component of Black History Month because it's vitally important, I think, now more than ever. And this month, it might be a little bit quieter than it's been. January was a rip-roaring kind of a service with lots of wonderful activities. Perhaps we can kiss the earth a little bit more and look at that beautiful monk Thich Nhat Hanh, who is in his final years of life on earth, and to take those teachings and those lessons and find the light there as well and implement them. Let Dr. King's light live in us. Let Thich Nhat Hanh's light live in us. Because beyond the color of our skin, whether you be Vietnamese, American, or any other nationality, you are divinity. You are light. I hope this had value to you today, that our time together, the meditation, the music, the message had value. And we're continuing to do business as usual here at Unity North, and we are grateful that you have tuned in, whether you be here this morning or you're going to watch us during the week. You are a part of the collective light that is changing the face of the planet. It's certainly changing things here in Cobb County, changing things in the lives and the hearts of all who partake in these services. I hope you feel that you are equally as important. There are no small players here, but there are just a bunch of monks, and we're all walking each other home hand in hand. So I thank you for reaching out your proverbial metaphorical hand and joining ours. We reach out and we join you in a beautiful state and demonstration of oneness. There's lots of ways that you can say thank you financially to Unity North. Certainly text to give is the easiest way to do right here on the stream. It takes a matter of seconds to do. 73256, just go on there and put in your information and say, wow, I believe in what's going on at that community, and I want to contribute and make sure that that place is living these dreams and flying like an eagle and walking the earth as a monk for many, many years to come. You can mail your check in to the church. You can drop it off to the staff that is here. Most of the week we're coming and going. You can come make a contribution to our food drive every Wednesday, because everything that comes in, we are making sure that we're being generous and living from the mindset of generosity and service to the world. That's why we exist here at Unity North, to recognize, demonstrate, and share, which is the service component of our monk-like mind, the divinity and the light of all people. I invite you to dig a little deeper with that donation today and know that we are grateful. We appreciate it so very much, your generosity. And in exchange, we're offering you peace. We're wishing you love. We're wishing you joy. And so we have a closing song. I invite you to live in the energy of peace, in the energy of love, in the energy of joy, in the energy of flowers being planted everywhere on the earth, because you are walking the earth. And look out, because you're going to have the eyes and the ears this week to see flowers everywhere. Find them, praise them, be them. Jeannie's going to come. Jeannie, thanks so much for your work again today. I know they're simple songs, but it makes a huge difference, and I appreciate your heart. This song is brand new, but it's very simple. I wish you peace from your monk-like heart. Sing this to everybody on the stream.
I wish you peace. I wish you peace. I wish you peace. I wish you peace, the greatest gift that I can give. I wish you peace. I wish you peace. I wish you love. I wish you love. I wish you love. I wish you love. I wish you love, the greatest gift that I can give. I wish you love. I wish you love. How about some joy? I wish you joy. I wish you joy. I wish you joy. I wish you joy. The greatest gift that I can give. can give. I wish you peace. Let's do one more time. I wish you peace. Come on now. I wish you peace. I wish you peace. I wish you peace. I wish you peace. The greatest gift that I can give. I wish you peace. 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 Peace is not a destination. Peace is the walk. Let your say to yourself this week, I have arrived. Have a blessed and beautiful week, being peace, being love, being joy, and walking the earth like a monk so we can all fly like an eagle. Thanks so much for joining us. Love and peace and joy to each of you.